talk about Carli Lloyd because she is messy. She's messy, okay? And I don't mean like the goat messy. I mean, she is messy, okay? Listen, I just don't like when people like have subliminal things that they're trying to say. So like some people are praising her for her commentary after the U.S. women's national team had a draw with Portugal because they said she was direct and she said what had to be said. And there's a lot of people criticizing her. We know she's a very polarizing person. I'm polarizing. People criticize me, so I don't have an issue with that. My issue with Carli Lloyd is twofold. One, I think there's underlying stuff that's really going on, and you're trying to use this, right, to say what you got to say. And also, it's like you feel it sounds like you're more interested in being right than you are in supporting the women's team and having them win, right? And so she's criticizing them for dancing and laughing and suggesting that their off the court focus on other things is distracting them. And like, these are strong allegations to make about professionals at the highest level, okay? And just to give a little background here, we know like Carli Lloyd in the past when the team chose many of the members not to stand for the anthem, she was not in support of that, right? She expressed a lot of frustration about the team in her last, years there, just saying like, kind of like it wasn't the same. She was very unhappy. I'm sort of paraphrasing, but that's the backdrop of this context. So I feel like she's still holding on to some stuff and she's letting that come out when she's also being critical of them.
Yeah, I think you hit on so many points, Nat. And, like I said, Carli Lloyd, saying controversial comments is nothing new. She said it about her own team and the culture that was formed. And she's obviously a person not afraid to speak her mind. But I think what you said is exactly right. And I also think we just have to remember, folks, this is a different U.S. women's national team that we're looking at. We're looking at a team now where, the average age is about 28 and a half. I think we've gotten so used to the greatness, right? Because greatness has become the standard for this team. Like we went into this thinking it was going to be easy breezy because of how great the past two, right? United States women's national teams have been. And look, I'm a person that's all for, obviously wanting to make a team better. I'm not saying that she didn't need to criticize, but I also think this team has a different identity, Nat, that we're still trying to figure out. And like I said, if anything, you would think that she would be more supportive, of this team. And I get it. Everybody takes, a draw or a loss or whatever, they take it differently. But, to sit there and say, that they're to question, them, I think with you not having been, in the reins with them and seeing everything that this team has done. And that's why I'm so glad that the captain has spoken out about it. I just thought, like you said, she's messy, Nat. She's too messy. It did not need to get to that point. If anything, I would have liked her to do a meeting with the team, someone who has experience, at the top level and speaking with them, maybe motivate them. I don't think we're taking anything away. Exactly. Like no one has said this team has been the most exciting to watch, but all in all, they're giving us what they got. Hey, they're still in it, Nat. And I just felt like you said, Carli's being Carli. I know she's since kind of tried to backtrack, but the damage already is done. It's already out there. But I really do hope that this team uses this, Nat, as motivation, because I know they're hearing what everybody is saying about them. And I hope they just I hope they stun us. I really do. And hopefully they just use, her fuel as fire to just get more ignited, I think, as this World Cup goes on.
For sure. Well, as Lindsey Horan said, that it's just noise. And also, I thought it was really important when she said, you try to find little pockets of joy. And it's just now everyone is seeing when the number 2 Germany gets ousted and they don't make it. And Jamaica, my team, my squad, gets Brazil out of there. And Marta, who is, sort of the GOAT, right? I think by most people, right? And gets Brazil out of there. Canada, who just won the Olympics, gold medal, they're out of there. And now, maybe we shouldn't be looking at the U.S. women's national team because you have a team like France that couldn't even score on Jamaica. And we're seeing that maybe you got to really just start giving these other teams credit for what they have done. Nigeria has made some noise. Jamaica has been one of the top stories of this Women's World Cup, just because of the fact that they had to fundraise to get here. They don't have the support of the JFF. So the fact that they are doing this, and then you have 3 African nations for the first time, Morocco, South Africa, and Nigeria, making it into the round of 16. This Women's World Cup has been tremendous, but it's showing that these other teams have arrived and we have to respect them.
Like you said, the international piece of this, I think has just been so fun. You talked about Jamaica, and I wanted to give you your moment to shine that for your country of Jamaica. You know, you look on here, Morocco. I mean, these are teams, like you said, you think about just at one point not even having the funding, but yet alone coming here and stunning. And that's when it goes back to the talent and dedication that these teams have. And I think that's what's been so exciting about this, World Cup, playing in the Southern Hemisphere. I mean, there's just so many different things, right? The qualifying round. I mean, I think it is exciting to see folks as excited about women's soccer. Even if it's not all here in the US, you have to be excited about what we're seeing. And these debutante teams making some noise, and who knows who we're going to have as champion this year. But all in all, it's been competitive and fun to watch, and it truly is anyone's World Cup.
Exactly. The Women's World Cup has been great. Check it out. Y'all have a great weekend. We will be back on August 14th. All right, y'all?
Hey, thank you for watching Brother from Another. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. Don't forget, you can catch us 3 to 4 weekdays on PeacockTV.com and on Sirius XM Channel 85.